Yes. Hello kids, welcome to the today's session and also a warm welcome to everyone. So in the last class we have learned what are the causes of Russian Revolution and how the Russian Revolution was been broke out after the defeat of Russia in the First World War. That time the people started questioning the what we will tell the authority as well as capability and his powers, that is the Tsar Nicholas power. People started questioning his administration there. So as a result, I have told about two revolution which took place in our country. One is February Revolution and second one is the October Revolution. So in today's class, shall we begin? Yes. The first one is the February Revolution in a Petrograd. So what is this Petrograd then? Okay. So in the winter 1917, the conditions in the capital called Petrograd. Petrograd is nothing but Saint Petersburg was renamed as a Petrograd there. Okay. The layout of city seems to emphasize the division among the people as workers' quarters and the factories were the right side of the bank, the river bank of Neva River, while the Winter Palace and the official building was on the left. So in a city called St. Petersburg. In that city, one river was being flowing called the Neva River. In that Neva River, right side, the quarters and the factories were been implemented there. They were been established, and the workers, the people, those who were working in the factories, they used to stay in that area. In the opposite, in the left side, um, the Winter Palace was been there. Official buildings, administrative peoples, they were living in that area there. So we will see the divisions of capital city into two parts. The workers and the other community of the people, they were living in the other part. And the in the Palace, all the officials, administrative officers, ministers, and position people, they were living in that area in the left part there. So in February 1917 there was an acute shortage of food in Russia, which made the life of the workers very difficult there, because they were not getting any kind of labors to do the agricultural activities. And also the prices were suddenly was been hiked, it was been increased there. So parliamentaries were opposed to the Tsar desire to dissolve the Duma. The other part of the people, they were against the Tsar administration, as well as he was using his power. On 22nd February, a lockout took place at the factory at the right bank of River Neva. So next day, 50 workers called the strike on 23rd February 1917. So this day came to be called as an International sorry Women's Day. Okay, um, they wanted to come out from that situation. Okay, they were not getting food properly. Working condition was not properly implemented in the factories and industries. They wanted to come out from their miserable life condition, as well as miserable of the life. So as a result, one day, all the workers, they decided to close all the factories. We will not go to the work. And the next day, 50 workers called the strike on 23rd February 1917, and this day was called as a International Women's Day, demonstrating the workers across from the factory quarters at the center of the capital. At this stage, no political party was actively organizing the movement, as the fashionable quarters and the official buildings were being surrounded by the workers, and the government imposed a curfew on the people, those are coming at the left side of the river there. Demonstration disappeared by the evening only, but they came back on 24th and 25th of February. The government called the cavalry and the police to keep an eye on them. So when their desire, when their strike was not been successful. So all the demonstrators they came back to their own native in on 24th and 25th there. So the government tried to control the situation and called their army to keep an eye on them. So immediately on 25th February, the Duma was been suspended by the Tsar. So politicians spoke out against the measure. What the Tsar Nicholas took that step to suspend the Duma parliament there. So demonstration returned in the force on the street on the left bank of the river Neva on 26th February um, 1917 there. So on 27th February, the police quarters headquarters were attacked and damaged. Workers demonstrated on the street, raising the slogan for the better hours, for the good quality bread, wages, as well as democratic form of government should be established in the Russia. So these are the events after immediate after the suspension of Duma Parliament. Okay, people already they were suffering from economic condition. Uh, they wanted to come out from that miserable life style which the workers they were leading in the left part. So as a result, they launched one demonstration to show their to tell their condition towards the king there, but it was a failure. So in the 25th February, immediately Tsar Nicholas II he suspended. He took back the Duma parliament. So as a result, the politicians, whatever political parties were been there who participated in the Duma parliament, as well as they started raising voice against this step towards the king. So once again, in the left side on 26th February, the workers came on the street and they started strike against the Tsar Nicholas II administration. On 27th February, the police headquarters was been attacked and a lot of damage took place. Workers demonstrated in the street, raising the slogan about better hours, bread, wages, and democracy. Good condition should be given. In that way, they started raising their slogan and their condition there. So government once again called the cavalry, but it refused to fire on the demonstrators during that time. An officer was shot at the barrack of a regiment. The three regiment revolted on the and voted to join the striking workers. So people refused at this period. People refused to support the Tsar Nicholas II. So as a result, they gave their support towards the uh, striking workers there. So cavalry soldiers joined the workers and jointly they also formed a Soviet or a council in the same building where a Duma meeting was being took place. So this was called as a Petrograd Soviet during that time. So Soviet leaders and the Duma leaders. On the next day, they went to see the Tsar on the next day due to the pressure of these two people. Even now, the army people were against the Tsar Nicholas II at that time. They joined the hands with the workers and they formed the Soviet or council at the same building with the help of those political parties, that is Duma leaders and the Soviet leaders. They went to meet the Tsar Nicholas II. So he agreed due to the lot of pressure of the common people because already they revolted against the king. A lot of strikes, a revolt was been taking place against the Tsar Nicholas II. So the Tsar resigned the throne on the advice of military commands on 2nd March 1917 there. So as a result, the Tsar Nicholas II administration, the monarchy system was been suspended. It was been his administration came to an end. Soviet leaders and the Duma leaders formed the provisional government to run a country at that time immediately when he was being resigned. So Russia's future then was decided by the Constitution Assembly elected on the basis of adult suffrage, universal adult suffrage, that is universal adult franchise. The right to vote will be given to the people. So the Petrograd Soviet had led a February revolution that brought down the monarchy administration down in the month of February 1917 there. So after the February revolution, in the provision government, army officials, landowners, industrialists played a very important role in the uh, organizing the Constitution Assembly. These in this group, liberals, socialistic workers for an elected government. They participated in the uh, elected government there. Restrictions on public meetings and associations were being removed. Bolshevik leader called Vladimir Lenin returned to the Russia from the exile in the April 1917. Lenin and the Bolshevik opposed the war since 1914 there to participate in the First World War. He felt that it was a time for the Soviet to take over the power, and he gave his thesis called April thesis, and he kept three demands in front of the government there. First one, the war be brought to be closed, the land should be transferred to the peasants, the bank should be nationalized. Okay, so these are the events when the people they were suffering from the shortage of food. The working condition was very worse in the factories and the industries. They led a strike against the Tsar Nicholas II. So as a result, on February on 25th February, the workers and the army people they revolted against the Tsar Nicholas II in the Russia. So as a result, due to the great pressure, now the Tsar Nicholas II was not having the army support for him. So as a result, he knew that now it is a time to transfer the power to those people there. So on 2nd March 1914, he transferred his power. The Bolshevik party was been there. It was one of the political party who gave the support for the February Revolution, which took place in our country. So the Bolshevik leader called Vladimir Lenin, he was been exiled. Exile ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇಶ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ ಅವನು. ದೇಶದ್ರೋಹ ಅಂತಂದ್ ಹೇಳಿ ವಾಲ್ಡಿಮರ್ ಲೆನಿನ್ ನ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅವನ್ನ. ಸೊ he returned back in the month of April 1917, and the war came to an end, and his thesis was kept in front of the government, like the war be brought to a close, the war should be closed there. The land, whatever noble people, administrative officers they were having, and they were exploiting the workers, that land should be transferred to the peasants, and the bank should be nationalized there. So this is all about February Revolution, which took place in the Russia. So the Petrograd is nothing but it is the capital city of Russia, Saint Petersburg. It was the name was being changed into Petrograd. And how was the city? I have told the condition of the city. A river was been flowing in that area called Neva River. So in the left side, the palace as well as government officials, they were living in that high class people. They were living in the left side, and in the right side, all the workers, factories, industries, other community people, they were living in that area there. There was a lot of difference between that community and this community. So when the condition became worse and worse in the Russia, the people revolted against him uh, in the date of 24, 25, 26, and 27. In these days, they revolted against the Tsar Nicholas II. So as a result, he agreed that I am ready to transfer the power to the common people there. So as a result, the Tsar Nicholas II administration came to an end, and Soviet leaders and the Duma leaders they formed the administration in the Russia. They formed the administration and they started running the administration in Russia. So Vladimir Lenin he came back from the exile, in the month of April 1914 there. So this is all about the February Revolution which took place in our country. Workers' movement and its effect. Throughout the summer, the workers' movement was being spreaded. The industrial area, factories, committees were being formed due to the 1914 revolution. Trade unions were being grew up in large number. Soldiers' committees were being formed in the army to enhance their military power. In the June, about 500 Soviets sent a representative to all Russian Congress of Soviet there. Lenin wanted the Bolshevik Party to be renamed as a Communist Party to indicate a new radical aims in the Russia. As the power of provincial government was being reduced, and the Bolshevik Party they were growing more and more there. These all conditions took place after the February Revolution. Okay, throughout the summer, the workers' movement was being spreaded throughout the Russia. Industries and the factories committees were being formed. New trade unions, labor unions were being growing up. 500 Soviet representatives were being sent to all India Congress of Soviet. Lenin, due to his April thesis only, he was being popularized in the Russia. So as a result, provincial government which was being formed by the Soviet leaders and the Duma leaders, their power was being reduced, and the Bolshevik party's principles were being spreading very fastly in the Russia. Their influence were started growing very fast there. So as a result, the provincial government resetted the attempts by the workers to run the factories and began arresting the leaders. So popular demonstrations staged by the Bolsheviks in the July 1917 were being strictly repressed there. They don't want to enhance the power of Bolshevik party which was being popularizing day to day in the Russia. So as a result, they started arresting the leaders and they started suppressing the movement there. So in the countryside, the peasants and their socialistic revolutionary leaders pressed for the distribution of the land. They started pressuring the leaders to correctly distribute the land to the peasants there. The land committees were being formed. The peasants seized the land between July and September in 1917. Those land committees were being formed, and the peasant they seized the land which was being given by the noblest people, and they were not ready. Sorry, they were not ready to do work under their control there. Okay, so these are the developments which took place in our country. Sorry, in not in our country, in the Russia. So for 5 marks, they may ask what are the causes of the February Revolution, events of February Revolution, effects of February Revolution. There. Okay, causes and effects means you have to write the causes and the effect of February Revolution. What are the changes took place after the February Revolution? So in the next class, I am going to explain about October Revolution which took place in the Russia between the Bolshevik party and the provincial government there. Okay, so this is all about February Revolution. So if you are having any kind of doubt, just pin your question in the group so that I will try my level best to sort out your problem. And have a great day. Bye everyone.
The Russian Revolution. The year is 1914. World War I had begun, and Russia was at war with Germany. The working class and the peasants make up the Russian army. However, they are not well equipped or trained for the battles to come. The year is now 1917. Millions of Russians had been either killed or wounded. The Russian people were angry at Tsar Nicholas II for getting Russia into the war, and several other reasons, including the Tsar taking personal command of the army, Rasputin's power over the royal family, food shortages, and growing political opposition. The first revolution came about in February 1917 on the Julian calendar in Petrograd, which was the capital of Imperial Russia. Demonstrators protested about the lack of bread due to rationing and were soon joined by striking workers. The army was called upon to suppress the uprising. Several protesters were shot and killed by the soldiers. However, many refused to open fire. The army too, it seemed, had mutinied against the Tsar. The Petrograd Soviet was the city council for workers and soldiers. Now, more and more workers and soldiers elected people to it in order to represent their demands. The Tsar abdicated, bringing an end to the Tsarist autocracy, and a new government took over. This government was run by two political parties, the Petrograd Soviet and the Provisional Government. The Bolshevik Revolution. The Provisional Government was also unpopular. It made the decision to remain in the war and failed to give land to the peasants. Vladimir Lenin and the Bolsheviks were a faction of the Marxist Russian Social Democratic Labor Party and eventually became the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. He had a simple slogan which would appeal to the people and the Petrograd Soviet: peace, bread, and land. Peace, the end of Russia's involvement in World War I. Bread, solving food shortages. And land, which would go to the peasants. He also stated all power to the Soviets, meaning that he would seize power in the name of the Soviet. On November 6 and 7, 1917, or October 24 and 25 on the Julian calendar, the Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, launched a coup d'etat against the Provisional Government. They stormed the Winter Palace and arrested the Provisional Government, putting themselves in charge of Russia's government. After the revolution, the Bolshevik government exited the war by signing a peace treaty with Germany called the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. A civil war would erupt in 1918 by those who were against the new Bolshevik government, the White Army, and the Bolsheviks themselves, the Red Army. Subscribe to see more history videos. Get Simple History, The Russian Revolution, and Simple History, World War I, out today.